Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, important interception. Nedved. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run. Vieira. Cruyff. Out to the left it goes. And this is Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Baggio. Van Dijk cuts it out. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. That is good alertness. Now that's well seen too.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Roberto Baggio can so cleverly bypass the press. He's found the way. It's Pele! And that has been cleared. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pele. Big chance! Thuram attempts a clearance. Bellingham calmly anticipates. Mbappe, and he's picked out the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Such good technique.
He is just caressing the ball. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Pele. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pele, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pele. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rivaldo. Played back in. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Pelé, and he's found a way past. Now it's Messi. Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rivaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Ronaldinho, Mbappe. Buffon deals with that nice and simple. Messi. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Pelé. Knocks it into space. And this is Nedved. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rivaldo. Ronaldinho. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Baggio. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Crunching tackle. And this is Pelé. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Roberto Baggio. And it's Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. And he's got the beating of his man. Suarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Pelé. Coming on the field.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Del Piero.
Number 10.
And that could set him on his way.
Substitution.
And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, taken with style. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And And he's there to retrieve it. Some good work on the right flank here. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar. And it's Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Eto'o gets into a good position.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Real chance! And that is a little undercooked. And here's Bale, picked out brilliantly. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He's got plenty of space out wide here. David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. Araujo, pass somewhat off target. Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Nedved has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Nedved goes short. And this is... And the shot! And that has been cleared.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Played through for the wide man. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Very much into the last knockings. Defending was strong and firm.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Bale. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Kaka. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages.
He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Baggio gets into a good position. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And this is Pele. No, that's been intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. Now he's off and running. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Still goalless at the moment. And this is Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's Baggio! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Pele. Kaka. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Cruyff. And this is Messi. Real chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Not going up front in a hurry.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Mbappe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Cruyff. And this is Messi. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Looking for a run-up. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Best! Maldini did well to stay calm there. He won't be happy with that one. That has been slung wide. He's in a great shape to shoot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
With a quick request for support.
So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively, and the shot! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And they win it back again. And that was nowhere near his best. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. And we have our very first corner. He's following up! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved goes short. And a chance! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Aimed beyond the defence. Besiktas are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Roberto Baggio. Now it's Pelé. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Opts to... It's Baggio! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
After 77 minutes is number 19.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's dealt with that really well.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played. Besiktas really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number
We
7,
have got changes here, from both
Best.
sides in fact.
Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 20, Eze. Number 10,
Goulet,
Cocoon.
can he get it through?
Number 5,
That has not gone well.
Targets. Coming on the field.
Slightly better
Number
ball would have led to a
22,
very different outcome there.
Besiktas
Number
clearly
33,
didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Number 21, Pirlo.
Now here's the delivery.
Number 6,
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Substitution in progress.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Added minute has been indicated.
Mbappe, he's beaten the last man. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Del Piero with the short one. Has a look and plays it forward. Thuram. He has found a way through. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very...